What do we have next? Number 3 is gonna be a Skeleton King. This is supposed to be like the hardest set, but I disagree. I don't think it's that difficult. I don't know if it's necessarily the hardest set, but it's not like the 8 toughest enemies like you would expect from the toughest set. Alright, down goes the Skeleton King. I still have around 900 TP. Like I said, this is going very quickly, so I wouldn't say it's the hardest. Next up is, not that difficult either. I don't think there's necessarily anything that I need to be worried about here except the Golf Beast. And we're up against a Wood Carla. So a little bit tougher than the normal Mighty Oak that we were taking on, but still not that tough. He does hit me like every time, but it's not for a lot. You're almost dead. Down goes the Wood Carla. Ton of gold for that. A little bit of experience. And I get an apple. Not that I can do anything with it. Okay, number 5. It is a Pharaoh. Now, this one's still set. You're gonna have to fight these the 8th time until you win. I feel like I'm almost getting past him every time. Alright, through. A little bit more experience, a little bit more gold. Plus a Panacea bottle, which is always nice. Alright, don't be so careless. That'll teach them. So the next up, we have no beer. Still, they're making the same joke over and over and over again. Who do you think they are? Me? We're up against a Dole next. It's not difficult. Except I need to, hit it. And I can't seem to do that. Really? Okay, so let's just do that. Still! I figured if it was close enough I could land it. Down it goes. I was trying to save a little TP, but I don't think I really need to. Still at over 700, 2 more fights to go. That wasn't tough, you were just missing all the time. Okay, last one before the big one, I guess. It's the Superstar. This one's harder than the next one, though. Alright. I can't get the things off all the time, but down goes the Superstar. That one, like I said, not too bad. And another level! Up to level 62. I would say I'm getting over-leveled, but that's not how this works. Alright. Next up is the last one this run. Outside of the Golf Beast, of course. We got the Galleon Sword again, so like I said, not too difficult. Especially since you are weak to lightning. And that's my go-to. Alright, down you go. And we ended up with over half our TP left. Jeez. And we've won! Perfect, indeed. Let's take on the golf beast and hope for the best here. Last thing I want to do is lose to this guy, have to do this whole thing again. It's not over yet. Let's fight the golf beast again. I swear this has a point, me doing all this. And it's not just the items that I'm getting. There will be something else. All right, now then. Golf beast, let's just, he can just go into that. I'm just spamming the button. Like, there's nothing else that I can really do in this fight. I'm not getting too many hits in here. Alright, come on, Stygian Blade. Alright, I don't think I landed all of that, but I landed enough. One of each, and we're back in. And down you go. A little bit more difficult that time, but we're doing this consistently, and that's what matters. I haven't lost to him yet. Alright, clean sweep. We made it through. And we're on to number 9 after this, but we have our rewards to get. Why do we have to go through this every time? Okay, my reward is a set of star equipment for mage use. That's a very complicated thing. In the other version, it's known as Magician Star Item Set, so like no matter how you phrase it, it's kind of complicated. So let's see what that entails. Once again, I'm not sure how useful this is going to be, but we got some stuff. We got ourselves a star cap, a star cloak, a star mace, and a star broom. I think we have seen all of those before. Yeah, we already have the star broom on. We have a star cloak on. And was that it? No, because, yeah, star cap. The rest of it goes on mint. So we got the star cap and then the star mace. Once again, worse than what we have. So nothing particularly useful for us. Let's go again. This time I will try to read the opening here. It's just so much dialogue to go through every time. Considering how many times I have to do this, I feel like it's excessive. A challenger has come forth. He calls himself Kless. This handsome young man is a hero journeying to defeat Douse. He's blown all of our minds with the unprecedented skill he's shown off here in the past. Does he still have what it takes? Yes! So, like I said before, last time, the 8th time through, was the last time that we got a set of enemies. This time, it's going to be random. So I'm starting with the queen bee, but you don't always start with the queen bee. Down you go. Simple enough. Let's move on. I'm not even sure that was the queen. I wasn't paying enough attention. I think it was. Yeah, it's completely random. You could have some of the easy enemies that you started off with. You could have just nothing but the hard ones. I'm not sure if they can have multiple of the same. Is that the Mighty Tusk? Nope, the Great Tusk. I think that's what I was thinking anyway. And down goes the Great Tusk. I feel like this is just a strange time to be doing this. You don't get the items that are useful for you at this point. If you do the treasure hunt quests, like, this is not that great for you. Okay, number 3 is going to be an air giant. That one's going to take a little bit of time. But he is weak to the actual... Hold on. He is weak to the actual lightning bolt itself, which is nice. So I'm getting, you know, a good amount of damage there. Don't seem to get a good amount of damage going the other way with my more powerful attacks. So we'll stick with this. I'm not sure how much actually lands, but eventually he does go down. I did it. Hooray. That was number 3, I believe? See, now I have to actually keep track. Yeah, that's what he says after 3. All right, let's see what's coming number 4. Yeah, once again, it's not halftime yet. It's a superstar. Of course. The harder thing to hit. Damn. All right. See, now I should just attack, I think, until hopefully I win. He's easy to hit when he's on the ground, though. All right, down you go. I get a shrimp for my trouble. All right, still have a ways to go. That is 4 down, 5 more to go, really. 4 more than the golf beast. And we're up against a tyrant. I start to recognize him because I've seen him so often now. How did I miss? How dare you miss? Why does the tyrant have so much evasion? All right, down you go. That's number 5 down. I wasn't able to land all the shots. I missed 2 in the combo. Yeah, don't be so careless. All right, next up is number 6. Yes, number 6 is going to be a Skeleton King. Once again, your results may vary. Honestly, as long as it's not something that can end my fight, I'll be happy. I'm pretty much just thinking the Basilisk King right now, although there are other things that can end it. Basilisk King is the one that actually worries me. With good reason. It's the only thing I've lost to here other than the Golf Beast that first time I went to take it on. But once I had the skills I needed, then it worked out. Alright, next up